event right now. Brian Myers on his way to the ring. The Prince of Queens making his return to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And of course, making that return with some devious tactics, attacking Peter Avalon from behind with that cane.
I mean, he is the epitome of an international superstar, but there was no need to attack Peter Avalon like he did. Avalon, the fighting champ, he would have accepted the offer. I don't know what the hell's going on inside of his head, but clearly he's in the head of our Heritage Champion right now. This is going to be an incredible main event.
Brian Myers knows that that's one thing that he wants to have is an edge over Peter Avalon. If he can get in his head, like he said he's already done, it'll be great. There he is, our Heritage Champion, Pretty Peter Avalon, and he is ready for a fight.
He better be, because after the attack by Brian Myers last week, who knows if he's looking at 100%.
Well, you guys keep calling that an attack. That was Brian Myers. Yeah, Peter Avalon would have accepted the challenge, but Brian Myers wanted Peter Avalon to know what he's in store for. Send him a message. Let him know that right now, he better be a fighting champion because he's in store for a fight.
He also may want to know what Peter Avalon's made of. We're about to find out. I think Brian Myers is too. Everybody on their feet here.
Brian Myers not impressed.
Our Heritage Champion.
Peter Avalon showing that he is very confident in this matchup.
Speaking of confidence, look at the face of Brian Myers. That's confidence right there.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Hollywood Heritage Championship. Introducing first star challenger from Bayside, New York. Weighing 231 pounds, he is the Prince of Queens, Brian Myers. His opponent, our current reigning and defending champion, hails from Carson City, Nevada, weighing 174 pounds, Pretty Peter Avalon. One fall for the Heritage Championship.
I'm so excited for this main event right here. I'm always happy to see Peter Avalon in the ring. And of course, when the title's on the line, the stakes are so high.
Brian Myers needs to get rid of that, I don't even know what you call that, Troy.
The cane?
Walking cane? Or
It's called being classy, Johnny, something you have nothing about.
It's a flat-out weapon.
Brian Myers placing it there. I think he's going to remember where that is. Peter Avalon better have his eyes peeled.
I mean, if Brian Myers wants to carry around a cane, he can. I mean, the man's royalty. He's a prince.
Disrespect right off the bat. Trying to get in his head again.
I don't think Peter Avalon's falling for it just yet. Huge arm drag. And another. Peter Avalon showing why he is the Heritage Champion.
Clearly, Brian Myers has been keeping a close eye on Championship Wrestling and Peter Avalon. He knew all about the open door policy. That's why he showed up.
It's an amazing opportunity. Skyrocket yourself right to the top of Championship Wrestling in Hollywood. It's what everybody wants to do for our PP3 Memorial Cup.
He's got to relinquish.
You got to think everybody in the back that's qualified for the Memorial Cup is definitely watching this match. See who they might have an opportunity to face.
Peter Avalon showing a bit of confidence now.
He's got to be careful. Brian Myers, I mean, he's a legitimate competitor. You can't take your eye off the ball.
Yeah, that's an understatement. The guy's won titles all over the world. The last time we saw him, he had a classic match with Kevin Barnes for the TV Championship, but also an amazing showing at the Red Carpet Promotions. It's past years.
Height of Peter Avalon right there. Another arm drag. Peter Avalon keeping the pressure on that left arm of Brian Myers.
For Peter Avalon, you got to keep Brian Myers grounded. Myers has the size advantage, the strength advantage. Avalon has to utilize the quickness and try to wear him down as he is with the left shoulder here.
Brian Myers looks almost surprised at the fight he's getting from little Peter Avalon.
Should not be surprised at all. Peter Avalon, he's taking out Cole Cabana, he's taking out Rocky Romero.
All of Vermin. Peter Avalon going for the cover right now. Only able to get one.
defeated Yuma twice.
Peter Avalon using that strategy, targeting that left arm.
Take out that left arm. Take out a lot of the strength of Brian Myers.
Peter Avalon able to land on his feet. That's the quickness you were talking about, Johnny.
Beautiful standing drop kick, goes for the pin, hooks the leg.
Near fall, only able to get 2. Brian Myers needs a minute to recuperate. He needs a timeout, it looks like.
Very smart there by the Prince. Getting out of the ring, getting out of dodge.
He's grabbing the cane. He's got the cane. Oh, how did the ref not see that?
Oh, you've got to.
How did the ref not see that?
See what?
Brian Myers, wow, turning Peter Avalon inside out after attacking him with that cane.
We cannot win the title like this. He just struck him in the neck with that cane.
Oh no, here we go with the cover. Peter Avalon able to kick out.
I mean, he's quick, but I don't know how the referee did not see that.
Was on the other side of the head, but I'm with you, Jim.
This is a very different Brian Myers that we saw 6 months ago, that's for sure.
He's cold and calculating, could be.
This is exactly the kind of Brian Myers that it takes to win the championship. He's a prince on one coast, and he's going to become a champ on the other.
Myers locking in a sleeper hold real quick. Oh no!
Dead center of the ring.
Peter Avalon's got nowhere to go. All that pressure on the neck and on the back.
This is that strength advantage. And we mentioned earlier, Brian Myers. Of course, PPA using the energy of the crowd here. Ooh, great counter.
Peter Avalon, Brian Myers, able to trip him up.
You talk about quickness.
Wow.
And ring awareness of Brian Myers. Like you just said, the Prince is in Hollywood. He's been all over the world. He's in full control over our champion.
He's got to get back in this ring, though. You can't give Peter Avalon too much time if he thinks he's just going to be able to walk in there. I think he's really underestimating the champion.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing. This is a guy who's been everywhere, who's wrestled for years. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I think you're right, Troy.
Peter Avalon getting some offense in right now. Huge chops to the chest. Ooh. Coming down right on the back of the neck of Peter Avalon. He's going for the cover. Peter Avalon able to kick out, but just barely.
And this is the position the Prince expected to be in, on top of Peter Avalon right now. He's in full control, walking that chin off.
And you heard Brian Myers say he's going to win the Heritage title and take it to New York.
Oh my. Look at that. Peter Avalon starting to get to his feet right now. We got more coming up. This is your main event. Stay tuned to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Come back!
Welcome back to our main event here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's Pretty Peter Avalon putting his title on the line against Brian Myers. Brian Myers in complete control right now. Look at him locking in that sleeper hold, trying to make the champion fade out.
He was in total control throughout the commercial break, and you could just see the consciousness of Peter Avalon. He's desperately trying to get it back.
Peter Avalon. Ooh. Myers pulling the hair there. This ref's giving Brian Myers a lot of leeway this entire match.
Well, yeah, you didn't even see him hit him in the neck with a cane.
Well, if you're the referee, I mean, this guy is royalty. I'm not entirely sure you can talk to someone like that.
I don't really talk to princes all the time, so.
You wouldn't.
Huge suplex center of the ring. That might be enough. Peter Avalon able to get that shoulder up. But you can tell that he is pretty spent right now.
Oh, he's absolutely out of it. I mean, Brian Myers, like I said, the resume is undeniable. He's done virtually everything there is, and now he has his sights set on the Heritage Championship. He knows all the prestige behind it, and he knew exactly what he was doing when he challenged Avalon last week. He was going to attack and get him vulnerable, and look at it right now.
Strategy definitely working with Peter Avalon. The intensity of him, the determination in him, making him the fighting champion that we've all come to love.
At this point, Brian Myers is just delaying the inevitable, it looks like.
Brian Myers sizing up Peter Avalon.
This could be something big right here.
Thinking maybe for a spear.
Ooh, what a counter by Avalon right to the bush of Brian Myers.
Brian Myers is going to be knocked out. Peter Avalon, if he can make it to the cover, he could win. Peter Avalon's out. That kick took everything out of him.
I don't think either men know where they're at right now.
Certain things you do on instinct, that is exactly what that kick was for Peter Avalon just now.
I don't think Peter Avalon even looked. I think he just threw a kick up in the air.
He was hoping to land, and boy, did he.
Who's going to get to their feet first? Peter Avalon's feeling fired up right now. He knows this is his opportunity. Ooh, blocking the punch. Here comes Peter Avalon.
Just trading blows here.
Ooh, those are big right hands.
Referee better be watching for the close fists.
Ooh. Who's going to get the upper hand here? Peter Avalon with those forearms. Peter Avalon, ooh, over the top rope. If Peter would have landed on his face, it would have been a disqualification.
Oh,
Peter Avalon, wow!
What a crossbody. We know Avalon does not want to win by a DQ, though.
Peter Avalon showing why he's a fighting champion. Brian Myers getting out of dodge right there. He knew he was in a bad spot, but Peter Avalon.
Hold on a second.
Springboard drop kick. Ooh, and Myers is set to the concrete.
Oh, the champion is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Incoming!
Air Avalon. Oh boy. Wow.
You can't do that to a prince.
I think the Prince just met the bottom of these stairs with his face just now.
Yeah, he did.
Myers. Wow.
Wait till the king hears about this.
Oh, Peter Avalon going up to the top.
Off the mezzanine, here we go. Splash, got him!
Is that it?
Wow. How did Brian Myers kick out of that?
2 9/10, a splash landed to perfection. Avalon hooked the leg, but the Prince of Queens not going down.
Peter Avalon can't believe it. The elevation he had with that splash right there. He thought he had it won. He's got to stay on the attack, though. Oh, no.
That's got to be it.
That's got to be it. We're going to have a new champion.
Oh! Wow.
A half an inch away. A half an inch away Brian Myers was becoming the new Heritage champion.
You see the look in Brian Myers' eyes. He is now realizing what kind of champion Peter Avalon is. He's been underestimating him this entire time when he attacked him all throughout the match. Now he realizes how tough Avalon is.
Peter Avalon has no quit. Ooh.
Big kick.
I don't know if he's got quit, but he might be unconscious now.
The Prince of Hollywood.
Grandpa Choco was ready to ring that bell.
It's because he's terrible at his job.
The Prince of Queens almost became the King of Hollywood just now.
What's going through Brian Myers' head right now? What does he got to do to beat Peter Avalon?
Who knows?
He's throwing everything at him.
I got to believe that this guy can reach into his pocket and pull out a million things as long as this guy's been doing it.
Brian Myers heading to the top. Peter Avalon saw it coming, though. Oh, no.
Got a palm strike there.
What's Peter Avalon have in mind? Big superplex, perhaps. Brian Myers fighting it off as best he can. Ooh, Peter Avalon sent straight to the mat. Oh, no.
What is this?
Huge elbow. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
Right to the heart.
No. No way. The look of shock on Brian Myers' face. It's on everyone's face.
The Prince with the dagger to the heart, still not enough.
You've got to be kidding me.
What an amazing main event this is.
You cannot get any closer to a 3 count than Brian Myers just was.
Brian Myers looking for that spear. Oh, Peter Avalon.
Big sunset flip.
This is it. Only gets 2. Oh, wow. Peter Avalon using
right
it.
through.
Martinis. Martinis.
No.
The leg, he's got him.
No.
Your winner of the match and still Hollywood Heritage Champion, Pretty Peter Avalon.
What a crazy main event. We got to take a look at some of this stuff. Let's go to this replay by Lucky Dog Hot Sauce. It goes great with almost everything on the table. I got to say, everything was off the top of the ropes tonight. Huge splash by Peter Avalon. That wasn't enough.
Brian Myers also in control for much of this match, but finally a counter from Avalon into the Martinis. Lucky Dog Hot Sauce may be food's best friend, but Peter Avalon is that Heritage title's best friend. Brian Myers did everything he could, but we still have a our Hollywood Heritage Champion, and that is Pretty Peter Avalon. This replay brought to you by Lucky Dog Hot Sauce.
LuckyDogHotSauce.com is where you find them. And Peter Avalon, hotter than any hot sauce on the planet right now. He's beaten so many people. He is just a retaining, fighting champion.
You talk about a historic title reign. With this program, Peter Avalon is on his way, not only to making history, but to becoming one of the best we've ever seen. And I couldn't be prouder of him. He's been here since day one. He's one of our originals. Pretty Peter Avalon, still Heritage champion.